Well, my friends, the day is almost here. The 7th anniversary of Titanfall 2 is upon us. Despite being new to this community, I feel like I've felt years worth of emotion in regards to Titanfall 3 being a thing. I joined this community blind to how ridiculously underrated Titanfall 2 was and still very much is. And that's when I started hearing talk about this flame being reignited underneath the potential for a third game. I went down the rabbit hole and discovered it did exist and was cancelled for Apex Legends, and then I learned of the patch note references in Apex Legends' recent updates. Everything was starting to look bright again in the Titanfall 3 corner, and I could see it in the eyes of so many. But things might not be looking too good after all. I'm a few days late to this news, but I just wanted to weigh in. So, leading up to this point, more or less beginning with the sudden and spontaneous revival of Titanfall 2, Titanfall 3 began to re-enter the conversation. Clearly something was being planned. There was a trick up Respawn and EA's sleeve, and we may have gotten it. I don't want to jump the gun. We haven't hit the Titanfall 2 anniversary yet. There could be more tricks, but Apex Legends, which shares a universe with Titanfall, has introduced a new legend, Conduit. And get this, Conduit has special abilities that she gained from touching the core of a Monarch-class Titan that was self-destructed by its pilot to save a civilian settlement from enemy Titans during the Frontier War. So Conduit, like I'm sure many have already joked about, is pretty much Apex Legends Spider-Man. Now, I don't know much at all about Apex Legends and the stories within it, but I don't think there's been many references to Titans or really anything directly related to Titanfall in this game other than BT being inside of a locked cargo container somewhere. Correct me if I'm wrong though, because I've never touched Apex Legends before, but it seems like all of these Titanfall references and little teases might have been building up to Conduit and her connection to Titans and the Frontier War. This is something I know a lot of people suspected. I mean, it's EA, and if I'm being honest, I kind of saw this coming as well, despite trying to stay as optimistic as possible. Again though, there could be more, but none of this surprises me in the slightest. I wouldn't get my hopes up too much at this point. I'm sure some of the Titanfall vets are laughing right now. You've been through this so many times. I'm sure you've been sitting here the whole time watching this this new wave of speculation happen with a bag of popcorn, just waiting for the disappointment to hit. But you know what? If Conduit is what all of this has been building up to, personally, despite me having little to no interest in Apex Legends, I do appreciate Respawn still showing respect for not only Titanfall 2 in fixing their servers and updating playlists, but that story. It's unfortunate that the story's being told through skins and microtransactions in a battle royale game, but the team is still actively expanding the lore and the universe, and the essence of Titanfall is still clearly present within the story, and I do respect that a little bit. You know, not letting Respawn's identity, a massive chunk of that being Titanfall, fade away. They're keeping it going. If we're not getting a Titanfall 3, what I could see happening, and some might hate this very much, is a single-player experience for Apex Legends. I could be totally wrong, but I'm not 100% certain that Respawn would build up these new characters and lore in Apex Legends just to not really do anything with them beyond a short backstory and then it's forgotten by the next season. I just feel like if they're going to do anything in terms of a single-player experience, incorporating the universe of Titanfall and Apex, it would make more sense to just make something with the characters they have now rather than go backwards. I think having Apex so rooted in the universe of Titanfall, there could be a really interesting single-player experience there. But on the other hand, maybe there's still a chance we'll get an actual Titanfall 3. Whether or not we should is a whole other question, and you can hear my answer by clicking the video on your screen. Let me know what you think about all of these new developments, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. Take it easy, my friends. I'll see you in the next one.